We all remember the great Super Bowls and the iconic moments that etch their name into NFL lore.
They have completed the greatest comeback.
He throws into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
NFL champions for the third straight year.
But what about the wildly entertaining matchups that have gone under the radar? Numerous classics, epic comebacks, and jaw-dropping moments have been lost over time. So with that in mind, let's go back into the vault to bring you the greatest hidden gems ever. These are the top 10 forgotten games in NFL history. We begin in 2007 with one of the most bizarre primetime games ever. For the first time in 13 years, Buffalo was hosting Monday Night Football, welcoming the undefeated Cowboys in Week 5.
So it truly is David against Goliath in many ways.
Little did Dallas know this would be their first big test of the season. Perhaps America's team was already looking ahead to New England a week after. The first quarter set the tone for a game defined by turnovers and various scoring methods.
Intercepted down the middle. George Wilson, touchdown, Buffalo! First and 10, but 89 yards to go. Deflected in the air and caught for the touchdown by Chris Kelsey. Unbelievable!
Pro Bowl quarterback Tony Romo struggled to take care of the football, surrendering 6 total turnovers, 4 coming in the first half. But even after the miscues, Dallas still wasn't out of the game.
54-yard attempt for Lindell would tie his career long. Leaked right, no good. Rookie kicker from 47. At the back end of the half, what a big completion by the Cowboys.
Buffalo took a 17-10 lead into halftime. Try and remember that Ryan Lindell missed kick as we move forward. In the third quarter, Terrence McGee gave the Bills some breathing room.
Terrence McGee the return. A good kick return. McGee hit the opening. McGee has the kicker to beat. He's past him. Being chased down by Sam Hurd. Will not catch him. Touchdown, Buffalo!
That brings us to under 7 minutes left in the game, with the Bills in the red zone on 3rd and 8, leading 24-16. Even settling for a field goal here would do wonders, yet Bills rookie quarterback Trent Edwards, making his second start, was blinded by the bright lights.
They're on the verge of scoring the biggest win probably in a decade.
Thomas blocks Roy Williams. Edwards throws an interception. Terrence Newman has a convoy. Edwards trying to chase him down. Lee Evans trying to chase him down. And they get to Newman.
That may have been the turning point in the game. Or was it?
Romo's been intercepted 4 times. 5 times. Intercepted again. Unbelievable.
This is bizarre.
But even though Romo did everything he could to give this game away, the Dallas defense held strong and gave him another crack.
Romo's pass to Patrick Creighton is complete.
2-minute drill. You control the offense. 3 timeouts, $1:30 to go. This is where legends are made.
Goes left to Barber in the open field. Barber made one man miss and another, and he spun to the 3. First and goal from the 4. Romo throws, and the touchdown is scored by Patrick Creighton.
Jason Witten, Patrick Creighton provided reliability for Romo, but the true hero of the night was kicker Nick Folk.
Onside kick, the big bounce comes. It is a live ball and recovered first by the Cowboys, and they have it at the 47-yard line.
The only thing you want to do is give your kicker a chance. This is a good chance.
This is 53 for the win. Nick Folk is online. Is it long enough? The Cowboys win. But no, a timeout called by Buffalo. You ready? You ready? I'm going to give you... Go, timeout, go. Again for the win. This kick is online again. And again. It is good. And the Cowboys stun the Bills 25-24. A remarkable game in Buffalo.
America's team would win the NFC East that year for the first time since 1998, but they bowed out of the postseason after just 1 game. How about a forgotten classic with much higher stakes on the line? Steelers and Titans, two division winners, clashing with a spot in the 2002 AFC Championship game up for grabs. If you remember, this was the first year of division realignment. These two franchises had battled in the old AFC Central for over 30 years. Now split between the North and South, they found each other again in the playoffs.
Quarterback draw, and it's a touchdown for Steve McNair.
Facing a 14-0 deficit early, Bill Cowher's squad had to get things going.
Maddox to the end zone. Touchdown, Hines Ward. Eddie George eyeing that defense, and it's McNair going deep for Derek Mason, and it is intercepted. And now the momentum, how quickly it has swung to Cowher's side of the field.
Now, the second half is where the real fun begins.
Zaraway, quiet in the first half. He's ripping here in the second half, all the way to the end zone.
However, the Titans would respond, and then some, with a heavy dose of tight end Frank Wycheck, who caught 10 passes for 123 yards.
McNair. Wide open is Wycheck. The throw, touchdown. Wide open is Aaron Kinney, the other tight end.
That gave Jeff Fisher's bunch an 8-point lead heading into an all-important fourth quarter.
Quick throw, complete. That's Hines Ward. Touchdown.
They've got to go for two.
That's one of them in motion. Randall L.
Here's
to
another
Ward. Is he going to throw? Yes. And it works to Plexico Burris. We're tied at 28.
Okay, we're tied up again. Surely, Tennessee doesn't give up its fourth turnover of the game on its ensuing possession.
And now it's McNair going long. Intercepted by Deshae Townsend. And Townsend with the fourth turnover for the Steelers today. Offside on the Titans. The throw. Oh, Hines Ward is hit and a flag goes down. That was a helmet to helmet. This time he's got it. And the Steelers claim the lead 31-28 with 8.5 to go.
With the score 31-all, we fast forward to the last drive of regulation.
Throws to the sideline. Oh, what a risky throw to Drew Bennett. 3rd and 5. First down, Mason again. And now an entire season comes down to the left leg of Joe Nedney, who will try a 48-yard field goal to win it. High snap, the kick is no good.
It was a high snap.
And once that ball started right into the wind just took it away.
In overtime, Titans wide receiver Justin McCarons took over, making 2 crucial receptions, the only catches he had that day.
It's McCarons again. Back-to-back catches by the second-year receiver from Northern Illinois.
Those big plays would set up one of the most bizarre playoff finishes you'll ever see.
Here comes Nedney to win it.
It's Pittsburgh calling for a timeout.
No play. But he got a warm-up kick, which isn't all bad either.
And he made it. Look at Nedney laugh. Yeah, the skyrocket guy. Hey, boys, it didn't count.
Well, now it sets off one at the other end.
Unbelievable. You know, we're laughing about this, but you couldn't ask for anything to make it tougher on Joe Nedney than these fireworks going on. It's kind of funny for everybody else, but I don't think this is very funny for Joe Nedney, because that really, you talk about icing a kicker, having the fireworks go off, the pressure of everyone in this town assuming the game is already won, and he still has to kick it.
Advance to the AFC Championship. No! They knocked him down! Nedney got roughed! Nedney misses, and then a penalty flag down where he kicked the ball.
If Joe Nedney doesn't make this kick, Jeff Fisher is going to be in a tough spot.
He makes this one, and Tennessee advances to the championship game.
And I think Bill Cowher is telling Ron Blum, you cost us a game by calling that penalty.
Despite the turnovers and the controversy, the Titans somehow came out with the win. That would be their last hurrah, though. Oakland knocked them out of the playoffs a week later. Buckle up for number 8 on our list. The 2012 NFC Divisional between the Seahawks and Falcons featured a 20-point second-half comeback and 2 scores within the game's final minute. But let's backtrack, where early in the game, Matt Ryan was torching a young Legion of Boom.
Looking for Roddy White. Touchdown!
It's going all Atlanta's way right now.
Atlanta took a 20-0 lead into halftime, but Pete Carroll's team wasn't going out without a fight. Rookie quarterback Russell Wilson rallied, and we'd have an epic second half in the Georgia Dome.
Wilson will throw it on second down, and now he'll run it. Still on his feet. Second down and 18, and a quick hit. Wilson to throw it on first down, and a wide-open Golden Tate inside the 5, and he'll tiptoe into the end zone. A touchdown for the Seahawks.
Golden Tate finished with 103 receiving yards on the day, but Atlanta wasn't going to let them waltz back into the game.
Line is eclipsed 200 yards passing, and it's Snelling who finds the end zone.
Ryan's third touchdown put the Falcons back up by 20. That's when Wilson and company went back to work.
Takes a run and now looking to throw it. Fires down the middle of the field. Golden Tate came back to get the ball. Wilson looks down the field, and there's Miller left alone once more. They fake it to him, and Wilson will run it in for the touchdown. Trying to defy postseason odds, but they need one of these young dynamic defenders to make a play. Trailing 27-14, and Ryan throws it down the field, and it's intercepted. A second straight week for Earl Thomas. Serban cuts it back to the inside. Inside the 5 and run out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Play action fake, wide open. And an easy touchdown to Zach Miller, and don't look now, here come the Seahawks.
Carroll's defense held strong late, and with 3 minutes remaining, the rookie engineered a huge drive with the help from Marshawn Lynch.
Blitz coming. Wilson escapes the tackle, will get the first down, and then some to Lynch, who's stuck in the end zone.
Lynch is going to get it. He powers forward. He is in.
The rookie quarterback officially completed the comeback, with Seattle taking the lead 28-27. Suddenly, it looked like Matt Ryan's first playoff win would elude him again. Winless in his 3 previous tries, he would need to deliver with just 25 seconds left in the game.
Ryan steps up, throws, and the catch for the try. Ryan's season long is 55. Ryan, caught by Gonzalez, well within field goal range now. From the right hash, good snap, good hold, and it is good. Miracle win over Green Bay during the regular season. Now the throw to the end zone. It's intercepted by Julio Jones, and the Atlanta Falcons will play in the NFC Championship game for the first time since 2004.
Sadly, the Falcons' 2012 season would end at home a week later as the 49ers captured the George Halas Trophy. How about some honorable mentions? What if I told you Dan Marino threw 6 touchdowns in a game and the Dolphins still lost? That's precisely what happened in Week 3 against the Jets in 1986. New York quarterback Ken O'Brien had a scintillating performance himself. The 2 gunslingers combined for 927 passing yards with 10 touchdowns.
Marino will throw it. He pops it. It is caught for a touchdown by Mark Clayton. Klecko, flags are down. Dolphins get a first down out of this. Deep pattern, Duper down there. He's got it for a touchdown.
Trailing by a touchdown on the final play of regulation, O'Brien found Wesley Walker at the perfect time.
O'Brien back to throw. O'Brien being rushed. O'Brien throwing over the middle. Wesley Walker, touchdown! There is no time remaining.
Walker finished with 194 yards and 4 scores, none bigger than the final play of the game.
And he got it! Touchdown! 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 The Jets win in sudden.
Gang Green finished the 1986 season 10-6 and advanced to the divisional round before losing to the Browns. How about another high-scoring affair from the 80s? Washington and Green Bay set the record for most combined points in a Monday Night Football game in Week 7 of 1983. Of course, that record now belongs to the Rams and Chiefs. Joe Theismann and Lynn Dickey each came close to 400 passing yards, and this one came down to the very end.
Dickey, wide open, down the sidelines. Oh yeah!
That's Washington in motion. Theismann hits Washington. Touchdown, and now Washington is back on top, but only by 2.
And here it is. This could be the ball game. 21-yard attempt. Do they love it in Green Bay?
They love it in Green Bay.
Gary Lewis goes up. Mosley misses to the right. And the Packers have won the game.
Despite holding the ball for just under 21 minutes, Green Bay poured on 48 points in that narrow victory. Washington only lost 2 other games that season. One of those, however, was in the Super Bowl. 3 months before the Patriots and the Chiefs played one of the most exciting AFC Championship games ever, they met in Week 6 of the 2018 season in their first of 6 matchups between Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. This shootout featured nearly 1,000 yards of offense.
Number 46, give it to Michelle, and he will burst into the end zone. Touchdown.
More scoring drives to come here. How else could we get to 83 combined points?
From the 45, they get the break after that kickoff as Hunt takes it, and Kareem Hunt off to the races to the 30-yard line. Only a 3-man rush, 8 covering. Brady floats, one caught, touchdown Edelman.
Mahomes and the Chiefs were doing everything possible to keep up, but a second costly mistake by the first-year starter halted their momentum.
Mahomes stepping up, trying to get away, and does. Throws to the end zone, and it is tipped and intercepted by Harmon. And with 4 seconds to the half, the crowd erupting as the Patriots hold them and get the ball.
With KC down 24-9, they needed something explosive to start their third quarter.
Mahomes surveys, flushed out again. Chase down the sideline, getting free is Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt is able to get Kansas City right back into the game.
Kareem Hunt racked up 185 yards from scrimmage in this one. Andy Reid's team wouldn't stop there.
Brady, look at that protection. Also, the secondary is doing its work. And Tom now in trouble. That ball is out again, and this time Kansas City recovers at the 29-yard line.
This is the opportunity now for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes in the end zone, Hill for the touchdown.
KC dominated the third quarter, scoring 17 points and closing the deficit to 1. But the real fireworks came in the 30-point fourth quarter.
At the 1-yard line, Smith, Draymond Smith. Oh, good run back. Smith staying in bounds, and Draymond Smith is going to take this one all the way inside the 5-yard line. Mahomes, and that one is going to be caught for a touchdown by Tyreek Hill.
That was one of 3 Tyreek Hill TDs on the night as he amassed 142 receiving yards on just 7 catches. Brady's bunch responded.
It's a 3-man rush. Brady has time. Brady goes deep down the right sideline for Hogan, who makes the catch. 3rd and goal. Brady under pressure. A flag is down in the end zone, and Tom gets into the end zone.
A veteran legend and a second-year phenom were going to go toe-to-toe in an instant classic.
Holmes steps up, going deep. That field wide open again is Hill. Inside the 30. Wow. Hill down the sideline. Hill all the way.
one of those games you don't want it to end.
With the score knotted at 40, Mahomes, like so many others, fell victim to Brady in the clutch.
Flip out here to White, and White is going to carry Anthony Hitchens with him for a first down. 50 seconds. Brady deep down the sideline. He goes for Gronkowski. He has it.
He's been so silent all night long, and then finally they uncork him in the biggest moment, and now it's all just simply about can they make a field goal.
Which he does. What a game. Living up to the hype.
Who other than Brady could hand Mahomes his first ever loss? Of course, these two would duke it out again in the AFC Championship later in the season. Brady and the Pats won another nail-biter at Arrowhead before capturing their 6th Lombardi trophy. While Brady and Mahomes have ruled the 21st century, we can't forget about the greatest passer to come before them. Let's rewind to 1983 for the NFC Divisional between Detroit and San Francisco for one of Joe Montana's finest moments.
Capacity crowd of 61,000 on hand here at Candlestick Park on a gorgeous day in the Bay Area.
The established Niners were considerable favorites heading into the matchup, while Detroit was coming off their first division title since the late 50s. The Lions needed to take it one quarter at a time to even have a shot at upending San Fran.
Danielson from the shotgun where he's had good success, pressured, gets it away, intercepted at the 15-yard line.
Montana and the Niners usually made you pay for your mistakes.
Third down and goal. Again, Tyler in motion, again Craig, and this time he is in.
After the 10-play, 85-yard drive, Danielson saw ghosts again on the ensuing possession, and again Bill Walsh's team capitalized.
Danielson in trouble, intercepted over the middle. Picked off by the rookie Ellison. What a thrill for this young man. Setbacks behind Montana. It is Tyler trying to smash his way into the end zone. He's down to the goal line. Touchdown!
I suppose you can guess what happened on the ensuing Lions possession.
Danielson over the middle, a little too tall. Picked off by the San Francisco 49ers. Dwight Hicks.
More turnovers plagued Detroit, but Monty Clark's squad gained momentum before the half.
The Packers and broke his jaw in that game earlier this year. Sims on a second and short yardage, and Billy Sims breaks it. Sims at the 40, 30, back down to the 10, to the 5. He is out of bounds. That's in that new sided portion. He got it up. Good! Just got over the bar. Murray from 54 yards away on the last play of the first half.
Despite Danielson's 4 first-half interceptions, the Lions were only down 5 at halftime and needed to take advantage of every opportunity.
Lions ball at their 40. They trail it 14-9. Danielson throws his 5th interception. Ellison with his 2nd interception of the day. What a day for the rookie from USC.
Make it 5 picks for the Lions' number 16. Now, even though Danielson's turnover count was egregious, especially in a playoff game, his ability to make big-time throws under duress kept Detroit in this game.
Danielson will have to unload it quickly. Fires downfield and hits Leonard Thompson for the first down at the 19-yard line. The pitch to Sims, got a block from Jones. Sims is at the 5, he scores! Things are getting a little nervous here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco.
Detroit significantly outgained the 49ers on the ground thanks to Billy Sims' 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the ensuing Niners possession, they finally had their own slip-up.
Roger Craig taking the pitch close to the first down, but not quite enough. So we had a loose ball, I believe. May have been a fumble in there at the 36-yard line. Only time they've been ahead is at 3-0. Here comes the razzle-dazzle reverse with Leonard Thompson carrying the football. Danielson leading the interference. He's down to the 20. This is for the Lions to take the lead. Long enough. No good. Missed it to the left.
Detroit couldn't capitalize, though. The last half of the fourth quarter is where the drama peaked.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Montana intercepted. It is Watkins. Inside the 30, fumbles the ball. Let's see who came up with it. Detroit's ball at the 26-yard line. Jones in motion. Sims up the middle, he scores.
Detroit captured their first lead of the game with under 5 minutes to go. Enter Joe Cool.
Craig and Tyler, the running backs. Montana on the rollout, fires it over the middle to Russ Francis. Francis at the 20, down to the 15. First down at the 14. Montana still throwing over the middle. Solomon, touchdown.
Montana Magic gave San Francisco a 1-point lead with under 2 minutes to play. Still, the scrappy Lions weren't backing down.
Scott, the intended receiver. Again, the big rush by the 49ers. Danielson trying to run out of trouble. Gets rid of the ball, completes it to Scott. That's another first down. Murray's been in this position before, and he's one of the best in the game. They creep up to the offensive line of scrimmage. Danielson back to throw. Sideline toss would get a marker down as the pass is completed. And Monty Clark says field goal. And Eddie Murray, you are on.
If you're going to bet on a certain kind of personality, you'd say that he has the kind of poise that you could bet on in this situation.
End of the season for one team. Look at Monty Clark. 43-yard field goal attempt by Murray to win the game. Long enough, it is no good. He missed it to the right.
Candlestick crowd was electric all game, helping force that missed field goal. Walsh's squad would survive the scare, though the Niners lost in the next round to Washington in the conference championship. The 2013 Vikings-Ravens game is one of the most peculiar you'll ever see. Heavy snow hit the East Coast in Week 14, and Baltimore needed a win to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Through the first 57 minutes and 51 seconds, this game was a dud. The score was 12-7 Minnesota, with both offenses struggling in the elements. Then, out of nowhere, the floodgates opened.
Flacco, end zone. Touchdown, Dennis Pitta. 2-point conversion, there he is. Flacco, end zone, open. Torrey Smith.
Minnesota's turn now with 2 minutes to go.
Castle, caught. 10 fourth-quarter comebacks in the career of Matt Castle. In terms of the intermediate passing game. Toby Gerhart in field goal range. Hold on more. Toby Gerhart. Touchdown Vikings.
Stanford legend Toby Gerhart replaced Adrian Peterson, who was injured earlier in this contest. Then, a master of the kick return struck on the ensuing possession.
Go! 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 Go!
Midfield, near sideline, Jacoby Jones still going 30, 20, 10, touchdown! Ravens! This is insanity!
Yeah!
Castle whips it out to Cordero Patterson to the right side. Gets a great block from Matt Asiata. And Cordero gets loose at the 40 to the Ravens 50. And
He's
Cordero
gone.
Patterson is gone! What a fourth quarter!
Patterson accumulated 258 all-purpose yards in this game. That leaves quarterback Joe Flacco and the Ravens with less than a minute to win the game, down by 4.
Flacco. Marlon Brown. He's in Viking territory. They're playing like they're in the backyard in the snow. And they've got to have a touchdown, 4 points. Flacco has time, he can run it. Dennis Pitta has it. Joe Flacco. Back in the end zone. That's Marlon Brown for a touchdown. A sigh of relief, possibly.
You can't believe what's happened in this game in the last 5 minutes.
Both teams exploded for a combined 36 points and 5 lead changes in the final 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Despite the thrilling win, Baltimore dropped 2 of their 3 next games and missed the playoffs with an 8-8 record. Are you ready for some Fitz magic? 2005, Week 12, Rams quarterback Jamie Martin went down with a concussion at the end of the first quarter against the Texans. What they didn't know was that they'd launched the career of the greatest journeyman QB the league has ever seen.
The 7th-round draft pick out of Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick, makes his NFL debut.
In his first NFL action, all the rookie out of Harvard did was lead a 21-point comeback.
Fitzpatrick for Holt. Holds on to it this time. Touchdown, Rams. On 4th down, Fitzpatrick lofting it up. Caught into the end zone is Isaac Bruce for the touchdown.
Now they've got a big onside kick coming up. They've got to get the onside kick.
They get the hop they want. Ball's loose. Rams recover. Torrey Holt got it. And the St. Louis Rams are still alive. Kevin Curtis. Another Ram first down and more. And the St. Louis Rams have come all the way back to win the ball game.
Okay, so the game had pretty much zero stakes. The Rams finished 6-10 in 2005, while Houston went 2-14. Nonetheless, it was a fantastic finish and worthy of a shout-out among the all-time forgotten games. In Week 10 of 2016, the Seahawks and Patriots played the rubber match of their 3-game series during the Russell Wilson-Tom Brady era. After the "You Mad Bro" game from 2012 and Malcolm Butler's interception in 2014, these stacked teams met in another classic at Gillette.
Wilson dancing around.
We better be careful here.
Yeah, very. And then in the catch is Doug Baldwin.
Almost unstoppable.
Devlin ran Wagner over. Now once again, left side all the way and touchdown.
Round 3 would once again come down to the wire. Seattle extended its lead to 7 with less than 5 minutes to go. Then Brady and company were set up with 1st and goal at the 2 in the final seconds.
1st and goal. Taking as much time off the clock as they can. Brady's going to try to burrow his way in. You see Shy right there. Here's Blunt. And he is...
If he didn't get in, that was Cam Chancellor once again making this play, coming around the edge.
It's 3rd down and goal. Blunt is the running back. Does Brady sneak it? He tries to. He loses the ball. He loses the ball, so he doesn't get in number 1. But it looks like Brady winds up with the ball.
Usually a fade to Gronkowski here.
And all kinds of action in the end zone. They look for a flag. They see none. And Seattle's going to win it.
Seattle won the series, but Atlanta later eliminated them from the playoffs, and funny enough, New England ended Atlanta's season a few weeks later. Tom Brady and Peyton Manning initially matched up in 2001, which was Brady's first start as a pro, but it was a barn burner in Week 13 of the 2003 campaign that really incited this rivalry. Both teams entered with 9-2 records, vying for the AFC's top seed. It was a tale of two halves, with New England coming out of the gate hot.
Manning running out of time and goes down, lost the football. Picked off by the New England Patriots. Dan Klecko with the recovery, and it's New England ball. Those are the troubles the Patriots have been having in the red zone. This is Mike Cloud, left side, trots into the end zone for the touchdown. Brady with time, throws complete to the 5, touchdown.
The Pats extended the lead to 17-0, but the Colts chipped away at the deficit, cutting it to 7 after a surgical drive.
On 2nd and 10 to give this to James, and James with running room across the 20, across the 25. Manning stepping up, throws this side, Edgerrin James. Manning gives to Edgerrin James, lots of running room on the left side. First down yardage inside the 40, still on his feet. Manning throws. Diving catch is made by Harris, or Troy Walters make it. Here's Manning. Manning flips out to the side, and Marcus Pollard pulls his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A squib kick into halftime, right?
Vanderjagt's kick. From the 8, it's Bethel Johnson. Breaks it outside. Still on his feet. Up the sideline. Cuts it back. 40. 30. 20. Bethel Johnson is going to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
The massive momentum swing left Indianapolis looking helpless in the third quarter.
We have access to looking at it. Give straight ahead Cloud. And it's a touchdown. Manning intercepted by Poole. Cut in front of the receiver, picked it off, and the Patriots are in position once again.
All hope seemed lost with the Colts down 3 touchdowns, giving the ball back to New England in their own territory. But sometimes the football gods have other plans.
Making a nice interception.
over the middle, through behind, and it's intercepted by Strickland. Strickland, 35, 40, 41, and the Colts are back in business. Manning going for the corner. Touchdown! Reggie Wayne!
Tony Dungy's defense was hungry now and motivated to bother Brady.
Throwing over the middle, intercepted! Back to the 25-yard line, Nick Harper. Manning back to work, play fakes, Edward James throwing over the middle, touchdown! 26 yards to Marvin Harrison.
That brings us to the beginning of the fourth, with the Colts getting the ball back after a New England 3-and-out.
Manning, end zone, touchdown!
Indy came all the way back to tie the score at 31 behind Manning's 4 touchdowns, but the Pats responded with another huge boost from their return man.
Bethel Johnson from the 1, 20, 30, breaks free, 40, and finally pushed out of bounds. Brady looking, throwing, end zone, touchdown! Deion Branch! And the Patriots come fighting back in a hurry.
Indianapolis failed to get anything on their next drive, but the defense wasn't ready to give up yet.
On the ground again. Oh, what a hit! Loose ball! It's the Colts ball. Hunter Smith faked one against the New York Jets and went 21 yards for a touchdown, but Vanderjagt kicked this one.
Greg, I would have gone for it. If you don't miss it, then you stop them with your 1 timeout and a 2-minute warning.
While Indy failed to capitalize on the takeaway with a touchdown, they would get another shot down 4 in the final minutes.
Kind of short. Bounces back. Into New England territory. 2nd and 5 for Peyton Manning here. The pass over the middle, and that's complete to the 30-yard line to Reggie Wayne. Manning, quick pass inside Marvin Harrison, changes direction to the 10, diving to the 9-yard line. James, short of the end zone. Manning wants to run another play before he uses it. No touchdown signal. Manning wants a timeout. 18 seconds to play.
Watch Big Ted Washington, number 92. You just can't move him. And that is one of the reasons why. And everybody, Teddy Bruschi, they play run all the way.
Manning throwing for Moorhead. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. 4th and goal. Edgerrin James behind Manning. Give it to James, straight ahead, and he didn't get there. Willie McGinnis. The Patriots come up with the goal line, stand 11 seconds to play, and the ball goes over on downs.
While the Colts won the turnover battle and outgained New England by nearly 100 yards, the Pats made more clutch plays to capture the win. This game turned out to be a 2003 AFC Championship preview. Bill Belichick's defense forced Manning into 4 interceptions and won their 2nd Super Bowl 2 weeks later. Let's take it back to the 90s for this forgotten playoff clash between 2 division champions. 13 years after the epic in Miami, the Chargers and Dolphins did it again in the 1994 AFC Divisional, but this time from Jack Murphy Stadium. Call it the epic in San Diego. After the first 3 drives of the game went nowhere, the Chargers entered enemy territory midway through the opening frame.
On 2nd down, screen to Means. Breaks out of the initial hit from Cox. Fumbles the ball, and Miami recovers at the 21-yard line.
Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino got cooking on the ensuing possession.
Marino, O'Neal can't get him. And a great throw over the middle. He finds Fryer open and a 1st down inside the 30 at the Charger 29. Throws this one wide open to the 10, and Keith Jackson has 1st and goal Miami. Jackson wide open, Keith Jackson for the touchdown. Marino directing a brilliant drive. Jackson in motion. Oh Touchdown, Keith Jackson, 2 for 2.
The Marino to Jackson connection accounted for 109 yards and 2 TDs on that day. Down 14-3, San Diego needed a drive to hang its hat on.
Means has blockers. He's all the way to the Miami 46-yard line. Means with 59 yards rushing. He's got a lot more than that. Look at him cut inside the block to the 26-yard line. And then they get to the enemy.
Another missed opportunity for 7 points gave Marino and the Dolphins a chance to close out the half.
Oh, what a catch by Irving Fryer. Marino with 190 yards in this first half. Guns this one complete. Touchdown!
Yes, they were down 21-6, but Chargers coach Bobby Ross had led this 1994 team out of holes all season. San Diego came back from double digits 3 times during that campaign, and they'd fight back in this one too.
Rodney Culver makes his first appearance, rarely used. Humphreys to Culver, skips out of one tackle, and he's on his way to the 45 of Miami. Big 3rd and 5, and Humphreys has converted only one today. He guns it wide open. Mark Say inside the 30. Over the middle, complete to Say. And he's inside the 10. 4th and goal at the 1. The pressure on Bobby Ross. He's got to go for it.
Absolutely.
Means going to get outside. Is he in? No. They stopped him just shy. Miami. Look at him come off the bench.
That was the 3rd time the Chargers got within 3 yards of the goal line and couldn't come up with a TD. Considering what happens on the next play, it was a big deal that the referees didn't call that a touchback.
It would appear they ship shot at the 20, hitting the backfield. That's going to be a safety if he didn't get out. Finally, the Chargers get something out of being inside the 20.
That was a turning point in the game because even more controversy ensued on the next possession.
Less than 3 minutes left in the 3rd. Means again. Hey, Gesky! Got a blocker. He slashes, carries, dives. Touchdown! Oh, my!
That is an all-pro play right there. Whoa, his foot is out of bounds. Oh, his foot is out of bounds.
It should have been marked at the 1.
Too bad Don Shula and the Dolphins didn't have modern replay to help them out. Natron Means powered the Chargers, helping San Diego outgain Miami by nearly 200 yards on the ground. At the end of the 3rd, it was just a 1-score game. That's when the refs came back into the spotlight.
Humphreys pumps. He's going long. Jefferson. No, out of bounds. He only got 1 foot in. Oh, was that close?
Ball is caught well by Jefferson.
1, 2. Oops. Oops.
Oh, again,
the Charger fans see this one on the replay.
Control.
1 down, 2 down.
Oh.
Wonder what the excuse will be this time. 2nd and 10. Well, it's a shame these officials have had a bad game today. Humphrey says, somebody get open. They're saved, broken up, and intercepted by Stewart.
San Diego's defense forced Miami into a 3-and-out on the next possession. That gave Humphreys and the Chargers a chance.
Marks, Tony Martin inside the 20, first down at the 18. Humphreys, wide open, touchdown, Mark Say. 35 seconds for Marino to get his team in field goal range.
Marino and the Dolphins had one last shot, down 1.
Goes deep. Oh, incomplete. Flag down. As Scott Miller, number 83, hit by Eric Castle. Pass incomplete. As his 32-yard penalty has given Miami this chance. High snap. It's no good. The Chargers will win. Here's the snap that is high. Kidd gets it down, but Stoyanovich was wide right all the way.
Just like the epic in Miami, a kick goes San Diego's way and the Chargers move on to the AFC title game. The Bolts outscored Don Shula's bunch 16-0 in the second half and didn't let the Dolphins' offense cross the 50-yard line until that final drive. San Diego's special 94 campaign stayed alive the following week after a road upset in Pittsburgh, but in Super Bowl 29, the party ended with a blowout loss to San Francisco. Sometimes a run-of-the-mill game turns into an all-timer out of nowhere. Consider the 2012 Lions-Titans matchup the king of that category. It was early in the season and these two teams didn't have much hype, but this game delivered.
On the challenge, look at this, a little throwback action. We've seen that before. That's Tommy Campbell. Tommy Campbell will score.
This one had as many wild plays as you'll ever see in a single game, including 5 touchdowns of 60-plus yards.
Walker with plenty of time. This is going to be a tough fit, but he fits it, and then some.
Entering the fourth quarter, Tennessee led 20-16, then similar to our number 5 selection, both teams broke out for 46 combined points in the final frame, including 3 touchdowns in the last 90 seconds.
Fake the bell. The quick throw. Touchdown, Burleson.
The Lions claimed a 27-20 lead, but not for long.
18 unanswered points by the Lions. This is Raynaud from way back. He's got a lane, a huge block, and he could go. He will go. And that's a 105-yard touchdown.
And then the Titans doubled down.
Receivers are one-on-one. One-on-one. What a catch, and he's going to go. Nate Washington over the back and scored.
Nate Washington turned just 3 receptions into 112 yards. Down a touchdown, Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford was engineering a solid drive, or so he thought.
Ball is taken by Garner. He'll score. He ripped it out of the hands of Brandon Pettigrew. The third non-offensive score by the Tennessee Titans.
In just over 5 minutes, the Lions went from being up 7 to down 14. And to make matters worse, Stafford strained his leg and wouldn't be coming back in. Enter Sean Hill.
He went from a 27-27 game just a few minutes ago to being blown wide open since 08. That's tops in the NFL. Hill out to the numbers. Throw inside, caught, touchdown, Johnson. So the Lions get close, but without being able to stop the clock.
The Titans had a 99.9 win percentage just before that touchdown, according to Edge Sports.
Well, it still makes you nervous as a coach. There's 18
you never
seconds
know,
left.
right? Well, the way this game has gone, anything can happen. There's the bounce, and there it is, and it's picked up by the Lions.
You just don't know.
You just don't know. It's caught! It's caught by the Lions! Are you kidding me?
18 seconds. They had 18 seconds to get that onside kick and get the ball into the end zone, and they did it.
Hats off to Hill, who finished with 172 passing yards and led 2 TD drives despite entering at the very end of the game. Unsurprisingly, the Titans were the worst scoring defense in the league that season, as evidenced by their late-game collapse. Nevertheless, we go to overtime now.
Locker. The long sail route to the corner, and it's complete. Seam throw. Caught. They pick up the pressure, the out. It's caught. This will not win the game for the Titans. Puts it through.
That's a long way to go for just a field goal, especially considering the Titans were aided by penalties. Could Hill complete the impossible?
Easy throw, that's Pettigrew. Pettigrew. Throwing the seam, there's Johnson, and he's got it. He went up and took it. Down to the 30-yard line.
Calvin in the slot again.
Check down the shore, upended. 4th and inches.
Quarterback does it. I don't know it. He got it.
Titans win. Holy buckets. Hey, you're starting that one, Ryan.
A crazy game. Had to end crazy.
A game featuring over 1,000 yards of combined offense ends with a fumbled snap and a tackle for loss. Go figure. Couple more honorable mentions now. Time for a forgotten NFC East clash. Let's take you back to Week 14 of the 2011 season for the Cowboys and Giants. With division title implications on the line, we pick up the action in a tight fourth quarter.
Rolling right, throwing, caught. Austin, touchdown. And 3rd and 9, and that is in a lot of traffic and picked off by Lee. Sean Lee, and Dallas gets the ball on the turnover. Romo extending the play, and wide open is Des Bryant. Touchdown.
Now down 12 on the road in primetime, Eli Manning and the G-Men went to work.
Looks again. Backing away, throwing, it floats, and it is caught. Rolling, throwing, and does he make the catch in bounds? He does. Good protection. Pass is caught for a touchdown.
Clinging to a one-score lead, all the Cowboys had to do was pick up a couple first downs to ice it.
Plus the 2-minute warning, and Romo's going to throw, and too deep for Austin.
Goodness.
Austin had beaten the coverage.
Miles Austin lost it in the lights. Dallas gave the ball back to New York, where Eli and company made the most of their chance.
Jacobs behind Hanaski. He has it. To the right side he goes, and he's in for the touchdown. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt for the rookie Bailey. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's, I think, Pierre Paul who got a hand on it.
The Giants won 3 out of their last 4 games to claim the division crown and went on to win Super Bowl 46. Browns-Bears 2001 was bonkers in its own right, but part of the reason we have it here is because of what happened a week before.
And Garcia's pass is bobbled by Owens. Intercepted by Brown. Mike Brown into the end zone. Wins it in overtime for the Bears.
With that in mind, watch how this one finishes, with Chicago down 2 touchdowns in less than 30 seconds to go.
Again, touchdown. 28 seconds remaining to be played. Onside kick coming. Doesn't get a bounce. Oh, there's a high hop. It is a pile up inside midfield. Let's see who comes up with the football. Bears ball.
You gotta take your time.
Steps up, gonna go for it all in the end zone. Jump ball. Caught! It's caught! James Allen was there for the tip.
That is perfect execution. 3 receivers, jump, tip it in the air. Somebody trails the pack of receivers. That's how you teach it.
The clock reads 0-0, and we are tied at 21. Jamel White in the lineup now for Cleveland. Couch out of the shotgun. Throws, that's batted into the air. Intercepted, and the Bears are going to win it. Mike Brown has done it again.
The Bears' magical 2001 campaign continued with a 13-3 record and their first division title in 11 years. You've waited long enough for the #1 forgotten game in NFL history.
Buffalo and Cleveland have just come through one of the coldest Decembers on record, and this is not cold compared to what they have dealt with.
But there is some bad news, and that is the condition of the field.
This is the worst turf in the NFL. Footing is going to be a problem.
Ah yes, Browns and Bills battling on the dirt at Cleveland Municipal Stadium, Levy versus Schottenheimer, Kosar versus Kelly, and stars all over the field. The first and only playoff matchup between these two teams turned into an instant classic.
And I think all of those have been catchable passes.
Yes, they have. And this one is complete. Andre Reed, he breaks it! Touchdown, Buffalo!
Talk about a hot start for Buffalo. Bills receiver Andre Reed would toast the Cleveland defense for 115 yards on that day. After a Bills 3-and-out to begin the second quarter, Cleveland quarterback Bernie Kosar settled in.
Kosar going deep, has a man open. It's caught, it's Webster Slaughter.
Kosar led Cleveland to the playoffs in each of his first 5 seasons after coming out of Miami in the 1985 supplemental draft. And who did he replace as QB1 of the Hurricanes? You guessed it, Jim Kelly.
Kelly to throw. Pump fake, rolls out, has lots of time, goes deep, has a man open at the 5. It's Lofton walking in. James Lofton broke open, but Kelly made it all happen.
The winner would go to the AFC title game, something the Browns wanted to do for the 3rd time in 4 years. Buffalo, meanwhile, was on the upswing with a young Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and Bruce Smith leading the way for a team that made 4 straight Super Bowls. But Kosar had other plans.
Kosar held on by Ron Middleton.
Coming out of halftime, holding a 17-14 lead, Cleveland ratcheted up the defense and capitalized on opportunities.
And Reed is free, but intercepted. Cleveland has the ball. 3rd and 8. All alone is Slaughter at the 15. Touchdown. First time this season that any quarterback has thrown for 3 touchdowns in a ball game against the Bills.
Browns receiver Webster Slaughter's 3rd and final catch of the day gave him a total of 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then both teams decided to play a game of hot potato in the 3rd.
Kind of a sputtering drive, but it continues. Kennebrew. Ball is loose. Cleveland has it. Kevin Mack. Ball is loose. Bernie goes for it. No,
I don't think Bernie's got it.
The Bills have it back.
Buffalo thanked the football gods and took full advantage.
Thurman Thomas touchdown, and Buffalo pulls within 4.
The Bills cut the lead to 1 score again, but late in the 3rd, a forgotten returner made the biggest play of the game.
Here's Norwood's kickoff, and Metcalf has it at the 11. Straight ahead to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, 40. Metcalf breaks it at the 50. He might be gone. Eric Metcalf is gone for a touchdown. Eric Metcalf has stunned the Buffalo Bills.
Talk about big plays. This game has had them all.
Buffalo and Cleveland would trade a pair of field goals, and the score was 34-24 Browns midway through the 4th. Could Kelly bring the team back?
No huddle. Dropped underneath the coverage. Thomas turns, sees a defender, moves past him.
Harper, well, quickly back to action.
Ronnie Harmon, same spot, same play. Has the first down and more inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 3. Thurman Thomas back in. Kelly throws. Thurman Thomas has it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this crowd is hushed.
Thurman Thomas, perhaps the unsung hero of this forgotten game, caught 13 passes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, but another massive special teams play would haunt the Bills.
And the extra point. It's blocked. Then picked up. It will be no good.
That missed extra point meant Buffalo would need to score a touchdown to win it, and when Cleveland went 3-and-out on the next possession, we'd be in for a dramatic finale.
The roar of the crowd will tell the story here. 4th and 10. Back he goes with time. Pumps once. He throws on the run. Caught for a first down in Cleveland territory by Don Beebe. Browns get up to the line of scrimmage. Kelly from the shotgun retreats, being blitzed, throws over the middle. Pass caught by Andre Reed for a first down at the 22. And Buffalo with 40 seconds to go. Kelly's back in the pocket, steps up, throws. The pass is caught by Thomas at the 10. And down he goes at the 10-yard line. And Buffalo certainly within striking distance of winning the football game. Kelly backpedals, looking left, throwing, end zone, incomplete. Ronnie Harmon had a touchdown in his hands at the back of the end zone and could not hang on. He committed the cardinal sin. You got to catch the ball first. The Browns need to get some kind of pressure on Kelly. Same formation out of the shotgun. Kelly looks over the middle, fires over the middle, it's intercepted by Clay Matthews! The stadium has gone berserk in one of the most electrifying football games ever played in this storied facility.
Special teams doomed the Bills twice in this game, as did turnovers, with Cleveland winning that battle 3-1. If it's any consolation for Buffalo fans, the Browns would lose to the Broncos a week later in the AFC Championship game. As Schottenheimer's team faded from the top of the AFC picture, Levy's Bills took that spot and ran with it. Sadly enough, neither franchise could win the big one, suffering some of the most devastating losses of the 80s and 90s.